My name is Kamara. I am the founder for Ada Labs. I want to talk to you a little bit about Paylend, this platform that is revolutionizing the way micro SMEs also provide credit to their consumers without changing the landscape. So basically, digitizing the black book. The fact that these micro SMEs have been there in the society, in your little street for years, and most of the time, their inventory never changes. Even when you travel to Europe and you come back, it's still the same Mama Kevin, she's still there. Her inventory hasn't changed. Her business hasn't really changed that much, but she has supported so many people over the past number of years. There's over 7 million of them alone in East Africa. That's the ones that we know of, the ones that have been curated. But imagine across the whole continent, you have millions of these micro SMEs who support the fabric. They're really the true creditors, because they provide credit facilities for all of us, to consistently survive. Imagine every single day for the past 60, 70, 100 years, my mother, my grandmother, everybody in my family, I'm sure your family as well, we basically pass by the local, in some countries we call them mama bogas, in other countries we just call them street shop owners. But these people have formed the fulcrum of our society and our neighborhood. We pass by them, we collect a bag of rice and say, I'll pay you next week, I'll pay you tomorrow. And actually we pay because it's extremely important for us to maintain a credit facility with these little small shops across our neighborhoods. So what Paylend decided to do was, look, we are going to help empower you by basically, first of all, digitizing your black book. So we reduce the problems that you have with these consumers who are your partners, your friends, people that you know, first of all, so their enforcement model is extremely rigid. And two, which is extremely important, it's also how do we help you generate some small wealth? Because when the person comes, takes the bags of rice, goes away, pays you back a week later, you have very little money to actually manage your stock. If you really think about it, this woman has been there non-stop. So basically, Paylend digitizes her black book, creates a subscription model where you as a customer, you subscribe to her the same way you've been doing with a small amount of money, 50 cents, 30 cents. And basically, once you subscribe to her, you keep accessing the same amount of credit you've accessed. So nothing's changed. And at the end of the day, you can even give her a tip through the platform as well, which is what we call Okwa services. The little shop owner now has access to basic digital platforms, very basic, that allows, first of all, they can onboard all their customers, get their customers to subscribe, which means they make money on day one when the customer comes, so even to collect that credit, but without changing the thought process of the customer. The customer still accesses the same credit facility, they still take the same bag of rice. Now we're actually using credit for goods and services, which is not, people are just not collecting money to go and drink or do other things. Now, once the customer has finished that process and is paying back Paylend, they also know that they're actually collecting the money at the right time from their clients. Now, also the thing about Paylend is because it's so much tied to digitizing what that woman or man already does, which means they have to know you, you have to be in their neighborhood, they have to understand. So all those different metrics of enforcement, we've just digitized it and geo-fenced it. So you can't just live in one area and go to another shopkeeper in another area who doesn't know you, because she has to guarantee you, because she's the one. So Paylend just provides a platform that still allows them to do the lending transactions that they do. We're not a lender, but we're a technology provider, because we understand that technology can enhance them and become a revenue generating center. And the other thing that's really interesting there is, once a consumer, because we also provide a reconciliation tool and a tool for accounting, very simple tools for these micro SMEs. But once that consumer buys a piece of bread, we know who bought the piece of bread, what time the piece of bread was bought, and where. And that is the power of the data side of Paylend as an AI-driven platform. And this works for everybody who provides service, which is why I believe Paylend is one of the fastest scaling fintech companies that we're going to see in Africa by the end of 2022.